Hey guys and girls, I'm Allie, and today we are watching Code Geass Season 1, Episode 5. So last time, we basically got Suzaku. I'm so bad at pronouncing Japanese names. I hope I will get better because I'm going to take a Japanese class, so it's still gonna be a beginner's class because I can't speak a word. Well, some words, but you know what I mean. But I'm taking a Japanese class. Maybe at some point in this I will have a little bit that I understand. Probably not, but just um, maybe just a bit of pronunciation that is gonna be better. But I don't know. So. Yeah, we basically got him out of there, and then he decided to go back. And Lulu is not happy about that. Just no. That is basically all that happened. It went by pretty fast last time. I was pretty surprised when the episode was like ending, and I was just like, that was one episode? It seemed shorter. But, yeah. Like, not a lot. Like, now the public knows who killed the prince. Even though nobody knows his face and his real name. But, we know who it was, basically. Yeah. And now his cooperation with the rebels is a little bit different. So he has a direct communication device now. Which makes things interesting, but to do the whole rescue mission, he also used, he controlled the Jeremiah guy, who is in a pretty high position, and since in the end, the prisoner just went right back to his trial, it seems like we just lost a pawn that we could have used. I don't know why, but it just seems like it. It seems like a plot point that if I would have written that script, I would have probably exploited. Yeah, and when I was discussing last episode, I really just talked about the stuff that happened during the episode, but not what happened right at the end. Probably because it took me off guard so much. We saw the girl that gave Lulu his powers. And she was dead, but she's kind of like a mystical being, right? Like, she's not a human, so maybe death is something different for her. But she was in the room where the sister was, Nunnally? She was behind her, so I wonder what this is all about. But yeah, I guess we'll just jump in. So, if you're watching this on Patreon, then you know the drill. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can consider joining the Patreon, where you can get a show earlier. You can get the episodes 1 or 2 weeks early for regular shows, and Patreon only shows 2 that will take half a year to go up on YouTube. So this is pretty much what you get there. So I guess we will just jump right into this episode. It's called The Princess and the Witch. So is Nunnally the princess and the girl who gave him his powers the witch in this regard? It would make sense, right? Because she's technically... I don't know about the witch part, but Nunnally is technically a princess. So it would make sense. But yeah, let's get into this in 3, 2, 1, and go. Starting out with war. So is this present times or is this a flashback? Okay, we are not in Japan. I guess we're probably somewhere else. Cornelia? What is Cornelia? Area 18. And Japan is Area 11, so... Does this mean that it was like the 11th and now the 18th? Okay, so this is present times. This is present times then. Yeah, like last episode, it might have been that I still had to get into this because it has been a while since I watched this, and I've started ReZero with friends, so it's a lot of like plot stuff in my head that doesn't belong to the show. So for anyone who asked me to react to ReZero, I'm very sorry. I still want to watch stuff with my friends, you know? And actually when I started, like when we started watching, like after episode 1 or 2, I read some comments and there was a comment asking me to react to ReZero, and I'm just like, sorry, it's too late. But yeah, that show is very interesting. I think we watched like half a season. But this is also very interesting in a different kind of way. Like, that one is like more like the fantasy stuff, and now we have like, this is more the strategic stuff, even though we have this fantasy aspect in it. He seems tired. Yeah. And he's just... he doesn't know what to say. CC. The last time I knew a character going by CC, it was the sorceress. Circe or something? In the Percy Jackson universe. Wow. Just tricking your sister here. Well, that's not nice. Yes. So he has planned this either way. I think he does. So what exactly is she? She's lying in the bed, so... she's just not taking no for an answer. Wow. Well, she's gonna be a nerve jerker here. Well, I knew some of those places from other historical things. Okay, so if it cost him his leadership, then he's not in a too high position. And maybe it's not as bad that we can't control him again. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, of course, everyone's just like concerned. Okay. The trial. He's free. Just why? What is up with you? Why did you jump like that? Why did you jump like that? And then why? I think you're just running away from home. Princess Cornelia, so she's one of the royal family. Hmm. Yeah, he really doesn't remember anything. Yuffie. So is that really your name? Because you were hesitating. Well. Kitty! That's cute. Kitties are cute. The kitty doesn't like him. Was that traffic light blue? Like, instead of green? That just caught me off guard. Yeah, he's going free. They don't like you. Aww. And Kitty's gone. Well, you don't tell a stranger your whole life story, right? I don't know, I'm just trying to make sense of this. Hmm. And they're just observing. That's interesting. It's an interesting combination of people. I still want to know who exactly she is. Okay. Yeah, that one. That one, that... Wow. So she's in school too. Fun. Yeah, and she's gonna be so jealous. Yeah, what are you doing? He just doesn't want you to see a certain person. This is like a... There can be misunderstandings. Yeah, she's probably just doing what she wants. Again? Oh. Okay. Of course he does. I mean... that is something that... If you're intelligent enough, of course you would test it. And if it still works, then it seems like it holds a pretty long time. I don't know, but these sunglasses seem really badass. I mean, not everyone would pull them off like that, probably, but they seem really badass. Oh, hi. Wow. He didn't. Mm. He just wants the violence to stop. Listen to him. He might be on the wrong side right now, but he wants the best for everyone. That's the thing, like... he might do some things that might not be the best, but he still wants the best for people, you know? That's kind of what I see in him, and I want him to succeed. Wow. And the camera's gone again. So she's probably like in a place of higher power, right? Of course. It's a little bit more complicated than just the one or the other. And they both try to do it. I like this. How they kind of. Of course, there's a personal goal. He lost someone, so he doesn't want anyone else to lose someone, so it makes sense. And that's how they pick him up again. Now you have to work for me again. Wow. Um. Wow. He's just ready to do this. Okay. I mean, you you can end the battle and hope that nobody gets hurt. And that's not how it's gonna go. Yep, it's the White Knight. Seems like it. I mean, does this mean he might pull some people over to his side, kind of? Gain sympathies? Might be a way to do that. Chaos Mine. Don't. Yeah, maybe protect her? Why did you just run on the battlefield, girl? That's not safe. Like, even you should know that. Just running there and yelling stop is not gonna do anything. So, who are you? Euphemia? Third princess. Wow, she's the third. So, that's pretty high up there. So her name wasn't entirely wrong. It was just a nickname. Euphemia, Euphy. Interesting. Okay. Wow. She doesn't even give a shit about parties or anything. Wow. This makes the situation even more complicated right now. So they're all in school now. Just put them all there. Put the princesses there too if you want. All in one class. Just do it. Well, okay, those two we now know. Cornelia and Euphemia. Definitely interesting names. I mean, Cornelia is pretty normal name. I have a cousin like that, but Euphemia is an interesting name. Like euphemism. Does it mean something? Do names mean something here? just a question. But yeah, okay, I just need to look into that outro again. Nope. I just need to look into this again because, yeah, I just saw a name. I think it was with the dubs. Like, probably the dub voices. I mean, we're watching the subs, so it doesn't really matter. We're not really, like, watching that. But I'm still interested in who voices them. I'm just gonna... Yeah. Okay. Suzaku is being in the English version voiced by Yuri Lowenthal. Okay. Liam O'Brien. Whoever Lloyd is. Travis Willingham. Okay. So there's a few people that people might know. But, I mean, we're watching the subs, so we don't really hear their voices, but still. They're working on this. Okay, this is a little bit weird right now, because technically I have blinds, but they're not, like, they're still letting some light in, and I have a feeling the weather is pretty clear right now, and the sun is just... Even though it doesn't, like, blind me like it did several other times when I didn't have the blinds, it's still strong, like, really going strong. Which is kind of weird. But, again, it didn't feel like 20 minutes or 25 minutes. This was like, those episodes feel really short. Maybe because I get so invested in them and I'm just like zone. But they feel really short. But yeah, so the princess and the witch. So the witch is definitely still Cece. I mean, I guess we're calling her that now. But the princess might have been referring to Euphemia. I like the dynamic we're building up here. It's different than a lot of things that I've like watched. On one side we have Lelouch, who kinda has Cece on his side, but not really has the rebels on his side, as Zero, but not as himself. The dynamic with Callan is still a little bit weird. But that's kind of his side. And then we have Britannia, who has the whole, like the princesses are there. But technically, Euphemia has sympathies for Suzaku, if I pronounce that right. My little boy. So he has sympathies with the royal family now, like the imperial family. And also, like, yeah, he wants to just basically change the system, and with friends in high places, that is much more possible than in the position he was before. So, just by basically catching a princess, and spending time with her, he got himself in a like better position to actually do anything. And the scene where they were like talking at the same time and just like not really finishing each other's sentences, but you know what I mean, like it was going back and forth. That also, sorry to bring it up again, really reminded me of Death Note, but it has a different dynamic to it, because in Death Note it's okay, they're enemies, it's fine. They're talking against each other and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna stop him, or stuff like that. Here it's super different. They're friends from a long time ago, and they have sympathies for one another. That's point A. Point B is the difference of one knows the other's identity, the other way around it's not. So technically they will see Zero as their enemy. Suzaku will see Zero as his enemy because now he has sympathies of the princess who lost a brother to Zero. And he doesn't like that. But now he's in class with all the other people, and he's still probably gonna show sympathies for Lelouch. Like, that's a dynamic. Like, I want to see classroom shenanigans with all of them now. I don't know why. It's just it seems like something that might be interesting. But yeah, I think that's it for today. I'm very curious which direction this will still go in, because now we have all those people pretty much mashed up in one place. And it's a classroom. And if anyone has watched any anime who has a little bit of classroom in there, like school stuff, that's usually where a lot of the shenanigans happen. So yeah, I think that's it. So on this note, have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.